So I just want to say up front that this is going to be very uncharacteristic of the type of videos that I usually do, and I want to say, that if you guys are not into this might be a little bit of a rant, okay? Because I'm going to try to tell you guys as much as I know right now, but again, it's going to be a little bit of a rant. So instead of disliking it, please, if you don't want to hear about what's going on with the team builder, and especially if you think that this is a video telling you that it's fixed, it's not. And this is also not going to be a video that's going to be any kind of real positive information right now, because I don't have any. So if that's not something you guys want to hear, you don't have to stick around, and I would appreciate if you don't, because I respect what you guys like to see. This is very, very different from what you guys are used to from me, and I understand that. So if you guys do click off, I totally understand it. If you guys are rocking with me, though, and you're not subscribed, I would like you to stick around. And if you do like the video, leave it a like if it's something that you do like, but I don't think you're gonna, because right now I got to show you guys what's been going on with EA and my communication with them over the last few days. I have a rep that I communicate with. Many of you guys know that. Her name is Charlotte, and she helps me basically like with everything that I need. And I've also been in contact with Kent, and I've been in contact with this guy Kefren here, who is just a customer service agent. And I'll show you how this started out and what exactly happened here. But the issue is that whenever we go to TeamBuilder and we try to upload anything, you're going to see here what's going to happen, right? So I just came to this is like an old team that I made in the very beginning. It used to be uploaded, by the way, as a team that you could download, but because of this issue, it's not there anymore. So I'm going to show you what's been happening. Now, I'm going to show you, this is just a line that I created, an arrow type line that I created in Photoshop. So there's nothing wrong with this, right? There's no copyright on this, nothing like that. I'm going to go and try to, upload this. And mind you, this is a brand new Edge window that I just opened before I started recording. And I'm going to show you what happens here when this circle decides to stop. So after waiting about a minute and a half, 2 minutes, it finally pops up with this. The image failed validation. Now, again, that was just an arrow, a line that I created in Photoshop. And trust me when I tell you, it's with every image I've tried, and it's with every browser I've tried. I'm going to show you guys the other thing that's happening. Just to prove a point here, I'm going to show you that you can do this with a blank team, and it's going to give me the same message. I'll even remove, for those of you that think that maybe the EA logos might cause an issue, I'm going to remove the EA logos from every single part of these, jerseys. So here we go. I've got a completely generic helmet and jersey here. No logos on it whatsoever. Nothing. Not even on the bumpers, okay? Nothing at all besides the branding and the numbers at this point. And I'm going to show you what it does. I even removed it off the field. I even removed the logos from the field. Let's submit this one. So here we go. Your team violates our content policies. Please return to TeamBuilder and check your team's helmet. My question to you, EA Sports Development Team, EA Dev Team, what is being violated here? The color black? Okay, let me just say this right now. I am not the type of person, if this is the first video of mine that you're seeing, I am sorry. Go back and look at my other videos. I have played 2K for several years, Madden, and now college football, okay? But I have never made a full video talking about an issue like this. And the reason I'm doing this right now, though, is because despite the fact that I know EA probably will not see this, I'm not a big enough, creator or influencer for them to see this. I'm telling you guys, my community, that I'm trying everything for you guys, and I have tried everything to fix or remedy this issue or find a workaround, and I haven't been able to do it. And I'm going to tell you right now, another reason that I'm very aggravated is because we are at August 27th. We're on day 5 of this issue. Day 5. And I'm going to show you something real quick. For those of you that don't understand what the issue might be, I'm going to show you exactly what we're dealing with here, okay? This is just a snippet of HTML. Now, for those of you that don't know, many of you know it, I went to University of Delaware, graduated from U of D, and majored in computer network engineering with a minor in programming, emphasis on front-end development. I know what they're looking at over at the development team, and it's similar to this. Obviously, there's much more to it, and that's why I am giving them a pass in that sense. This is a when I say simplified, I don't even think I can tell you enough how simplified. Okay, but this is a snippet of HTML right here, And then down here is very similar to something that they would be looking at when we're talking about that validation error, right? The image failed validation. There's a set of rules that they have to set that will say, okay, it has to be an image. Like, for instance, with this particular rule set, it has to be either a JPEG, a BMP bitmap, or a PNG portable network graphic, okay? That's what it has to be. If it's not one of those things, if it doesn't fall into that rule set, it will fail validation, all right? And another thing, the user has to be authorized, which means, in other words, for EA's version of this, it would be the user has to have an EA account and has to be logged into that account. Then, for EA's version of this, we would not have these two things right here. We would not have bitmap, and we would not have JPEG. We would only have PNG, because that's all they allow, PNG, portable network graphic, which is understandable. When I think to myself, what could this issue be caused by? There are a lot of things that pop into my head, but I know that it is something that is in this area of their code, okay? Now, I'm not saying that, oh, it's an easy fix and they could just, boom, do it in 2 minutes. What I am saying, though, is that 5 days is crazy. 5 days is crazy. Crazy. Okay? This is not a 5-day issue. Let me just explain to you. If this was Ultimate Team, okay? If this was not TeamBuilder, if this was Madden's Ultimate Team, and Kefren here, I wouldn't even be talking to Kefren if this was Ultimate Team. They would have a hot fix out immediately. Now, I want to show you what Kefren here said to me, all right? This is what Kefren said. So I wrote to him saying that, I'm hoping you can either provide me with an answer or a phone number to call, because I can't find a link to you guys' number. Myself and everyone I know are currently unable to use TeamBuilder for Madden or CFB. Now, mind you, this was not today or this was like, when was this? No, this was yesterday, I believe. Actually, this was Monday. Yeah, so this would have been Monday. I really need to know what's going on and when I can expect to be able to bring my community more content and, more importantly, answers to why they can't use this tool that suddenly stopped working 2+ days ago. And I was wrong. It was like 3 days. My rep is Charlotte, but I haven't gotten any updates from her, unfortunately, which is true. She is great, but I need answers that she's not providing, and I'm sorry to her. I doubt she's seeing this either, but I'm sorry, but I'm not getting the answers that I need, right? So I ask, right? I understand. Allow me a moment to check on that, right? Now, we go back and forth on this for a while. So I tell him exactly what's going on, knowing that this is a exercise in futility. I know I'm not going to get any answers from them, all right? Now, I want to show you what happens at the end here, though, right? So I tell him that it's happening to everybody. He said that they'll be making a bug report dedicated to the team in order for them to investigate further on this issue. He thanks me for sharing the details, all that. He apologizes for any inconveniences. May he help me with anything else? I said, no, I guess not. But I asked him for a customer support number, and I do want to show you what happens here, right? This man, he's typing, and this is all in real time, right? Boom. Immediately when he sends that message, he exits the chat. So I didn't even get a chance to read it. Thank God I actually had this saved as a video, right? So I just go through and I give the worst, survey that I could. Because I'm going to be honest, I was going to give a good survey considering the fact that he at least tried to help me. But it was this at the end right here that I actually had to go back on my video to see it, because watch how quickly he ends the chat. You don't send a message that long and then end the chat in literally less than 2 seconds. Because I don't think he wanted me, because this is what he said. You'll see. You can see what he said. So I'm pausing it right here. Now, I wanted a phone number. This answer is not satisfactory. That's why he ended the chat so fast. In case phone number support is available in your country, he says on your country. In your country, you can find it when opening a new case. Now, I'm in the U.S. Where else would it be available if not the U.S., right? If the option isn't there, then we don't offer phone support anymore. Now, how do you not know, right? Then he says, thanks for sharing. Thanks for contacting EA. Have a nice day. And ends the chat abruptly within literally less than 2 seconds. And I'm not exaggerating. You guys saw it. Now, between having 2 reps and a full development team, I'm going to show you, this is the last thing that we got from Kent on the EA Sports forum here. This was a post that somebody made about the failing validation for logos, right? Now, he wants us to share. Are we accessing with a mobile device, or are we using a computer? And now, first of all, this is a completely irrelevant question, because if we were accessing with a mobile device, we wouldn't even get to the point where the image fails validation. It would tell us it's an unsupported browser. So that's irrelevant, okay? If you're using a computer, is it a Windows PC or is it a Mac? Also, extremely irrelevant, right? Because this is a browser-based tool. This is a browser-based tool. You should be able to use Linux and get it to work, okay? Which web browser are you using? Now, this is relevant, but not. And I'm going to explain what I mean. Yes, the browser you're using does matter, but he should be able to read all this and know that all of these people, right, are not, there's no way that all these people are using the same, because we're on page 5 at this point, right? We're on page 5. Not all of these people are using the same computer and browser and having the same issue for that reason. Get real, Kent. Get real. That's not the reason, okay? And I'm just going to tell you right up front, I put it in here. I'm going to show you what I even said. So once I realized that Kent actually said something, now this was 15 hours ago, I said, I can tell you without question that it's every device and browser. I've tried my Mac Pro desktop, my MacBook Pro laptop, and an Asus Tough gaming laptop, and an iPad. I've used Safari, Edge, Google Chrome, Firefox, Opera, and Brave browser, and I've even tried to make a brand new email and an new EA account twice to see if that was the issue, which is true. I made a different Gmail. I made a Yahoo email for no reason, just to see if that was the issue. This seems excessive, but I make TeamBuilder content, so this is extremely important to me, hence why I'm trying everything under the sun. Please help, Kent. Now, mind you, 15 hours ago, I don't expect that he would really get back to us that quick, but we still have people dealing with this exact same thing, right? Like 15 minutes ago, I didn't even see this. I watch all your TeamBuilder YouTube videos. You've been a huge help for me. I appreciate speaking up. Keep up the good work, brother. Bro, all right, so this is actually, you're seeing this live in the video. I didn't even see this until just now. That is actually awesome. That somebody actually recognized me, even though my name's not even the same. Somebody recognized me and said that they watched my videos. Now, see, this is the thing, right? People are asking me if I know what's wrong. And I look incompetent. Kent, EA, whoever wants to listen, nobody, I'm sure, but I look incompetent to you guys, to my community, that I want to help. That my main goal on this channel is to bring you guys entertainment, number one, but number two, also to help anyone that doesn't know how to do something specific, especially TeamBuilder, because this was one of their big selling points. I'll give you a good example. If I subscribe to Apple Music every month, right, and they say, one of the features is you can download every single song in our library, but then I have a problem one day, and I can't download any songs from Meek Mill. And then I go back to them and I say, hey guys, I can't download any Meek Mill songs. I don't know what's going on. This must be a glitch. And they say, well, listen, I know you're paying us $9.99 a month for Apple Music, and we tell you that the feature is that you can download any songs in our library, but we can't really help you unless you pay us extra. Give us more money and we'll help you download Meek Mill, but can't really help you until you pay more. That's what that sounds like to me. If you offer a feature and I pay for that feature, help me with the features that I pay for. I've paid for them. It's not my fault that you only charge once. I would be the type of person, honestly, that would pay extra every month just to be sure that TeamBuilder was working, or that all of these features were working at all times. You can't blame it on it being a beta, because it was working in beta. Everything was fine. Something's out of whack now because of what they did. So it was working. It was working, right? If it came straight out of the gate like this, I'd say, all right, they need to work out the kinks. But it didn't come out the gate like this. It was working. So that's basically where we are right now. Everybody is wondering what exactly is going to, what's going to come of this. And it's constant, right? We're getting, okay, now another one 10 minutes ago. Wait, Real Steve, are you CodenameSteev on YouTube? I'm going to answer these guys momentarily once I finish this. But it's just, I guess, what is this? First of all, it's not really a free feature. I don't know who is creating teams purely for the fun of it without purchasing the $70 game. Second of all, you absolutely can blame them for taking advantage of their fan base. This game has a larger... Yes, thank you. This is exactly what everyone feels, and this is right. This is correct to feel... They're correct to feel this way. And whoever... JP Sneakers, bro, you are correct. You are absolutely correct. I don't like to make these kind of videos, but 5 days, Kent. 5 days, EA president. 5 days, whoever's listening, which is nobody at EA. 5 days, and my community is wondering, Steve, are you going to find a workaround? And it really wasn't even working that well for everybody. You guys told me a week and a half ago that the black field glitch was fixed. So I went to my community and started telling them it was fixed just for people to come back to me and tell me it's not. Help me help you. I know 16,000 people is not a lot. I get it. And even if it's only 16,000, every one of those 16,000 means something to me. Even if it was 16, they mean something to me. And TeamBuilder was one of your biggest selling points. And don't say it wasn't. Again, man, I'm sorry that this is, I know you guys don't usually get this energy from me. I will say, I can still smile through this. But, when I can't even bring you guys Jaguars for, Dynasty, it kills me, man. It kills me. It kills me. But no matter what, we will be back. And I will figure this out. I don't care what. I will figure this out somehow. Thank you guys, man. I appreciate you guys' patience. I appreciate you guys if you watch to the end of the video, especially through this insane rant of mine. I appreciate all of you, every one of you. We got good stuff coming, so I hope that you guys will stick around and, bear with me. And I'm going to keep trying. As soon as I'm finished with this video, I'm going to keep trying. Even though there's not much to try. Even when there's not much to try, I will not give up for you guys. You boys are my family, straight up. And I mean that. This isn't for YouTube. This ain't for videos. This is not for views. I mean this. You guys are my family, straight up. We'll be back soon, man. And I appreciate every single one of you. I'll catch you boys in the next one.